guys, what's going on? This is Dice Squad. I am Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell, and I am live here at Con on the Cob 2016 with a very special guest. It's November, but he's here early. I have Santa Claus. Santa Claus, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
How are things going?
Oh, very busy, very busy. As you can imagine, it's only 42 days and a few hours till Christmas, so got a lot to do now. So
You're not counting or anything, Santa.
oh, gotta count. You have to have enough time, you know. Hard to tell at the North Pole, there's no sun, so we have to count the days very carefully. So
Have you checked your list twice yet?
well, we're on the second check. That's what this whole thing is. The first pass is early in the year. The first check is throughout the summer months. And then the final check is when I'm visiting with the children in the malls and at the shopping centers and wherever else I happen to see some children. And here's one of the places where I get to check on some adults who are on the list.
So Santa, I just got to ask, is Marshall Dice on the nice list?
HIPAA regulations apply to Santa. I can't share the information about others other than you. I can tell you if Adam's on the nice list.
Okay. Am I on the nice list?
Well, let's check. Are your toys all picked up, or are they all over the bedroom floor where people can see them when they come to visit?
Well, it's kind of clean.
Do you brush your teeth every night before you go to bed?
Of course. With all the money put in my mom putting these teeth, absolutely.
And are you keeping your clothes picked up, or are they all over the floor when you don't wear what you try on in the morning?
50-50.
Where do you think you are then?
I think I'm on the nice list.
Well, we'll have to see then, won't we?
Now, I know I saw you last year at Con on the Cob. How long have you been attending Con on the Cob?
A few years now. I don't remember exactly, but it's been a few years. So mostly I've been here to help with the children. We had our pajama party last night, and we'll have story time tomorrow. So primary reason is to be here for the children.
Absolutely. So how did Andy Haupt call Santa Claus all the way to the North Pole to come to Con on the Cob?
Well, Santa has done several different conventions, and at one convention, Andy's daughter was in need of some calming because she was in a panic mode, and Santa managed to have a few words with her to ease her distress. And Santa has been friends with the artists because, you know, Santa needs artwork on his stuff too.
Absolutely. And I also know you're running some games here. What are you running?
Well, I had a couple games on our Throwback Thursday night, but the main game I'm running this weekend is Here Kitty Kitty. It is a game where you're trying to attract the most cats to your property, and the artist on the game is Tony Steele, whose beard is the guest of honor at this weekend's convention.
Awesome. And I also hear you also work with a goblin by the name of Gandersnitch sometimes.
Oh, Gandersnitch and I have a chatty relationship. Let me put it that way. Don't necessarily work with him, but we are friends and we do chat.
Awesome. And I also hear you tell some awesome knock-knock jokes. Could I hear them?
Can you do a Dalek voice?
Of course.
This is a Dalek knock-knock joke.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor Who?
Exterminate.
Exterminate! Exterminate! Alrighty, I have a knock-knock joke for you, Santa Claus. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
She'll be.
She'll be coming round the mountain.
When she comes, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. All right, I got another one. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Nobody. Oh, you've heard that one.
Santa's old too, you know. I have one, but you have to start it, okay?
Okay.
You have to start it.
Okay, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo?
That doesn't scare me.
Knock, knock.
Who is there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
You're going to stop saying banana or Santa's not going to play.
So, Santa, do you attend other conventions besides Con on the Cob?
Yes, I do. There's several different conventions I go to. Some of them I bring my toy box. So I bring it.
What is the toy box?
The toy box is a collection of games that are in my collection that are made available as a games library for people to try. Some of them are some of the newer titles that they might not have had a chance to see. Some of them are old classics. And they're available for people to try out and have fun and just sit down and play a game with people they might not have had a chance to.
Now, I've heard you have quite the collection of board games and card games.
I have quite a collection, yes.
Do you have a rough estimate about how many you have, Santa?
It's between 500 and 600.
That beats my collection and General Dice's collection by a long shot.
Well, that's a modest collection. I know people who have upwards of several thousand games. So,
where do you have all the time to play those kind of games?
Well, you don't necessarily get to play them all the time, unfortunately. But, you know, when there's downtime, you take an evening every other week, you get to play a few games. So,
well, I mean, after Christmas, I mean, you got all that downtime.
Not really. We've got all the cleanup to do afterwards. You know, Christmas is 12 days. People don't remember that. It's December 25th through January 5th. And then we have to clean up. The reindeer, of course, are sleeping through March. But we still have a lot to do to get ready for the next year right away. Don't have a lot of time to waste.
Absolutely. And so where can people find, because I also know you have some social media out there, Santa. Where can people find you?
Well, you know, Santa likes to keep things fairly local, and Santa's in Toledo. So if you search for Toledo Santa on Facebook, you should find Santa, although he's not very active there.
And we'll have links below to check all that out. But Santa, I'd like to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
And for continuing our coverage here of Con on the Cob 2016, this is Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell, with the legend himself, Mr. Santa Claus, saying stay tuned and have a Merry Christmas.